Your dream girl is gonna pay attention to you. She's gonna notice you because of what you're gonna learn in this 4-day workshop. Welcome to day 4 of the Irresistible Man Workshop. Today I'm gonna teach you how to have that magnetic presence and that special kind of sexual communication that you need in order for women to notice you and look at you and think, okay, that's the kind of guy that I'm looking for. My name's Jati Jones. In case you don't know me, I've dedicated over 15 years of my life to helping men attract and date their dream women. Everything we're going to learn is completely founded on integrity, and my principles are 2. Without the foundations of integrity, your relationships with women won't work. And number 2, always make sure you leave a woman better off than you found her. In other words, make sure that when you're going into this game, you're being a positive impact on women and conducting yourself through 100% integrity. Now, today I'm going to share my primal sex fluence framework with you. Primal sex fluence is a special nonverbal way of communicating with women that lets her know that you're a potential mate and you're not just a nice guy or a friend. If you've been suffering from either getting completely ignored by women, you feel like you've been a ghost, or you get friend zoned all the time, that's because women are looking at you in a certain way. They're looking at you as just a nice guy, a friend. They're not looking at you as a potential mate. What you want to do in order to be irresistible to women and have them notice you is when they look around, or if they see you on the street, or if you walk into a room, they look at you and they say, oh, that is a potential mate. That is a sexual, powerful alpha male. So today we're going to be talking about the nonverbal communication of how to communicate to a woman, I am a powerful, sexual alpha male that is a potential partner for you, and I'm not just a nice guy, invisible friend. So let's start off by talking about body language communication. Body language and communication. When it comes to communication, words only account for about 7% of communication, and body language counts for about 93% of communication. Now, of course, those numbers aren't 100% exact, but it's around that. 7% the words, 93% everything else, right? So body language includes your eye contact, tone of voice, the way you talk, and obviously your whole body language and your vibe. So in today's video, we're talking about that 93%, that nonverbal communication. You need to understand there are 2 levels of communication when you're talking to women. And if you're talking to women and not getting the responses you want, or you're not getting the attention you want from women, it's because you're only communicating on one plane instead of simultaneously on 2 planes. So let's visualize this as the words, okay? The first plane is your words, and I'm putting it up here because it's more cerebral, right? It's more like what you think, it's more the words, right? So the words you're saying to a woman, hey, how was your day? Hey, nice to meet you. Where are you from? Blah, blah, blah. Those are words. This is you're communicating on this level. Now, most guys who aren't good with women, they're only communicating on this level or mostly communicating on this level, and that's why they don't impact a woman, because they're only communicating, let's say 7%, right? Just the words. There's another plane which is down here, okay? Which is probably, if the camera showed it lower, I would show it more around my like torso area, maybe my hips even area, right? Where that second lower level, that's the subcommunication level, the nonverbal plane, okay? When I'm communicating to women, I'm always communicating to her on 2 planes at the same time, and I'm always conscious about this. On one level, I'm saying, hey, how's your day going, all this stuff. But on this other level, with my body, with my energy, with my intentions, with my 93% nonverbals, I'm communicating all this other stuff. I'm communicating I'm this powerful sexual force of nature that you've been looking for. Okay, so I may be talking about the weather. Hey, how's it going? Oh yeah, it's a nice day outside. But the way I'm talking, the way my energy is, the nonverbals, my body language is saying, I'm a bad, powerful, sexual guy, and if you go with me, I'm gonna take you on an adventure. Okay, I'm the guy you've been looking for, right? So today what we're gonna talk about is these two planes of communication. So I want you to understand this dynamic as well. If you're walking around or you walk into a room and you're like, oh, girls don't notice me, that's because you're not really projecting consciously on this second plane, which is where most of the communication happens. You're probably thinking like, oh, hi, does anybody like me? I hope these girls look at me. Oh, which girls are cute? Huh? Right? It's more of a cerebral, not a grounded, sexual, masculine power. It's more like up here, you're in your head, right? You're in, oh, okay, who's here? Oh, I'm a bit nervous and right? So that's another reason. And when women look at you, they can tell how much you're operating either out of one or two planes. Okay, men who are good with women always know, like, okay, on one, I'm operating on one plane here, but I'm really operating mostly on this plane. And what I'm trying to explain is this: when I walk into a room, or when I'm present in the room, or at the gym, or when I'm walking down the sidewalk, and there are women there, even though I do not speak, I'm projecting a certain set of messages to these women consciously. The message I'm projecting is I'm a badass, powerful, sexual motherfucker. Okay? So women, when they look at me, even if I don't talk to them, they're receiving that communication. They're like, oh, okay, that's a potential mate. They're not looking at me as, oh, that's a harmless, nice guy friend. You understand? You never want to look like a harmless, nice guy. Okay? So let me take a pause. You'll see a link. I think it's going to be on this side. It's calljad.com. Feel free to call me for a 15 to 20 minute consultation where I will audit your game and tell you exactly what you're doing right and wrong and what's causing you not to get the attention you need and want from women and what's keeping you from attracting those really attractive women that you truly want. Okay? So that's a free service. Go over there, 20-minute free call. I'll audit your game and tell you what you need to do in order to attract and date the women that you truly want, that you're truly attracted to. So you can go to calljad.com anytime and schedule a call with me personally. So let's talk about primal sex fluence. I came up with this term. So what is primal sex fluence? First, let me tell you where the words come from. Okay? Primal means primal, right? When we talk about primal, you need to look at the game in a primal way, meaning more like caveman, more like gorilla, more like when we were naked running across the savannah, okay? The game is very primal. Women are driven by very primal drives. Men as well, okay? So the game of attraction, the mistake, here's a great saying: before you can win a game, you need to know what game you're playing. Before you can win a game, you need to know what game you're playing. Before you can, let's say, win against an opponent, you need to know who your opponent is. Now, in the game of courtship, your opponent is women. Now, opponent isn't the best word because that implies that she's against you, where really you want to see you and women are together wanting the same thing. But for this analogy, just give me that leeway, okay? So in this game, the woman is your opponent. And so your job in the game is to overpower her, show her that you are dominant over her, show her that you're an alpha male, right? So before you can attract women, you need to know what they're looking for. And what women are looking for are power as well as excitement. Okay? Power plus excitement. Now, excitement is divided into two areas. She wants excitement outside the bedroom and she wants excitement inside the bedroom. Okay? So first off, you need to understand, what do women want? They want power and they want excitement. Okay, and excitement is actually excitement outside the bedroom and inside the bedroom. Now, when we say women want power, What I mean is women want a powerful man. Why? Because women's core need in the game of attraction, her number one need is they need to feel safe. Okay? Her secondary need after she feels safe is she wants to feel excitement. So first, you got to make your woman feel safe. Second, okay, she's feeling safe. Okay, now let's bring some excitement into her life in the form of romance and adventure outside the bedroom, and then sexual passion inside the bedroom. Okay? So when a woman is looking around the room, she's unconsciously thinking, who are the men who are the most powerful and will supply me with the most excitement? Okay? So, you know this saying, oh, nobody knows what women want and it's so mysterious? It's not. Okay? You can shift. Maybe you can't answer the question, what do women want? But you can very easily answer the question, what do women need? Women have two needs when it comes to attraction. Power, okay, security and excitement. That's it. So a woman's looking around, okay, who's the most powerful man? Because he's going to provide the maximum amount of security. Okay, and who's the most exciting man? Because he's going to provide the maximum amount of excitement, passion, adventure outside the bedroom and inside the bedroom. So now let's connect that to before you can win a game, you need to know what game you're playing. When we're talking about women's two needs, the needs for security and the need for excitement, those are primal needs. Okay, those are primal needs. Those are not spiritually evolved needs. Okay, those are primal needs. So the mistake, why guys who struggle with women, they struggle because they do not see the game clearly and they do not see women clearly. They see the game in this more spiritually evolved way where there's a lot of logic and fairness involved and a lot of evolved, spiritually evolvedness. I know that's not a word, but spiritually evolvedness involved, right? But there isn't. Attraction is very basic, animalistic, and primal. Let's take an example that you will definitely understand, which is male attraction. Primal male attraction is what? You see a beautiful body, ding, you're attracted. That's primal. That's not your spiritually evolved self that's concerned with saving the planet and discovering your dharma or, none of that. It's like, oh, damn, hot. I want to fuck that. Okay? That's what it is. Primal. You're primal. Women are primal. The guy who struggles in this game is the guy who gets fooled by women and by the game and by society. Never be fooled that women are more evolved than you are. Just like you're like, oh, hot girl, I want to have sex with her. Okay? Primal. Women are like, oh, powerful, exciting man. I want to have sex with him. I want to bond with him. Okay? I want to get with him. That's it. Okay? I'm stripping it down to the bare bones because that's how you have to see the game if you want to be good at the game, if you want to know what you're doing, if you want to attract attention and be an irresistible man. To be an irresistible man, you have to know, hey, you have to know what you're going to offer to be irresistible. Right? Like if I want to attract people who love hamburgers, well, I know I got to make the best hamburger stand or restaurant ever, and then those people who love hamburgers are going to come to me. Similarly, as a man, you need to understand this game is primal. There are only basically two needs women have, security and excitement. So all you need to do is make yourself irresistible by being powerful and exciting, right? I'm powerful motherfucker. And I'm communicating to you women, all right, I'm going to give you excitement outside the bedroom and I'm going to give you excitement inside the bedroom. So primal sex fluence, the primal part is that it's primal. You got to look at the game in a primal way and nothing else. Everything else is bullshit. Okay? It's not fair. It's not logical. It's definitely not spiritual. Okay? Well, and you might be like, oh, Jad, you're at the beginning. I'm just interested at you getting a date with a hot woman. Later on, you guys will bond and get to another level. But when we're just talking noticing, attraction, pair bonding, it's primal. Don't get it twisted. It's primal, it's animalistic. Okay? And it's good news because it makes everything simple. Right? So, now let me explain the word sexfluence. Sexfluence is a word I created out of two words. Sexual influence. Okay? Primal sexfluence basically means that you have sexual influence over women. Now, a lot of people connect the word influence with something bad or creepy or underhanded. It's not, okay? A woman, take a woman, put her in a beautiful lingerie with some high heels on, and have her be the body type you like, and have her walk past you. Instantly, she has sexual influence over you, right? Simple. Well, we want to learn how to have sexual influence over women. Wouldn't you like that? Drop a comment below with the word sexfluence, exclamation mark. All right, sexfluence with exclamation mark if you would like to have sexual influence over women. Okay, so primal sexfluence means that you as a man need to know how to influence a woman sexually on a primal level. Let's say that again. Primal sexfluence means you as the man need to know how to sexually influence a woman on the primal level. And when I say on the primal level, I mean the primal part of her brain. And this brings us to what I call her sex brain. If you want to get women, and if you want women to see you as irresistible and to notice you amongst all the other guys, you need to speak to a specific part of her brain that I call her sex brain. Now, what it's called by many people is the lizard brain. So, this comes from the triune brain theory from Dr. Paul MacLean. So the triune brain theory goes as follows. This theory states that our brain is actually three brains grown on top of each other. The smallest brain is the reptilian brain, also known as the lizard brain. It is the oldest brain, and that is what developed first. This is concerned with sex, power, domination, fighting, that kind of stuff. Very basic. Lizard, whatever a lizard would do, right? On top of that grew the mammalian brain. The mammalian brain is more concerned with, feelings, emotions, emotional intelligence, and all that stuff, right? And then the third and final oldest brain, the newest brain is the neocortex. That is where the thinking happens, the logic and all that stuff, right? So the triune brain theory states that our brain is actually three brains grown one on top of each other, with each successive brain being newer. So the lizard brain is the oldest, what I call her sex brain, okay? Then the mammalian brain, and then the neocortex, all right? So here's another reason why most smart guys struggle with women. It's because they are operating out of the neocortex, the most evolved, newest brain, right? And they're communicating from their neocortex to the woman's neocortex. And they're like, well, if we're logical and I'm a good guy and I'm really nice and I would treat you really well, then you should receive that to your neocortex, that airtight logical argument that's very logical and rational that, yeah, you should choose me because I'm a good guy. And then with your neocortex, girl, you should decide to be with me. And then girls are like, no, even though you're smart and you're nice and you're good and all that stuff, bye, where's the bad boy? Where's the primitive bad boy? And then guys are like, what's going on? What's going on is this. The game, again, we're talking about the beginning of the game. Attraction, choosing, her choosing a mate. She doesn't choose a mate with her neocortex. She chooses her mate with her lizard brain, her sex brain. Her sex brain is the one in charge. Oh, listen to Jad if you were just multitasking, motherfucker. Her lizard brain, her sex brain, her most ancient primitive brain is the one in charge choosing who she's going to choose as a mate. That's why girls choose the bad boys. Why? Because her lizard brain is looking for power and excitement. Okay? Power and excitement inside the bedroom, outside the bedroom. The the lizard brain, what I call her sex brain, is looking for power excitement, power, excitement, power, excitement. Then she chooses a guy. Okay? Here's another interesting thing about the lizard brain and these three brains. They discovered that the lizard brain makes a decision for us, and then milliseconds later, basically the decision is made in the lizard brain first, and then it travels up through the mammalian and the neocortex brains, and then we backwards rationalize, thinking that we made a rational decision when really it was the lizard brain that is impulsive, by the way. Impulsive, it made the impulsive decision, and then we backwards rationalize why we chose that person. You understand? The lizard brain is what makes you eat junk food and do drugs and watch porn. So your lizard brain says, drugs, porn, alcohol, okay? And then you backwards rationalize like, oh yeah, well, I decided to drink or watch porn because I had a long day, so I deserve it. You think you made that decision with your rational and emotional, but really it was the lizard brain that made the decision, shut that up, and then you backwards rationalized it. And that's what happens with women. Women, you can hear them. They speak these words. I don't know why I keep choosing these toxic men. Translation. I am unaware of the fact that my lizard brain is making the decisions for me. You see? So, when you're choosing a woman, you're in a nightclub, you see all these hot girls, and then you see one girl and, oh my God, I want her, right? That's your lizard brain, okay? If you were using your neocortex or your mammalian brain, you would be like, there's an attractive female over there. Let me go see if she's a good person, if we get along, if we have chemistry, if there's long-term potential, all this stuff. That's what you'd be thinking. And you wouldn't even have made a decision, do I want to mate with this person or not? No, you don't think like that. Let's be real. You're like, God damn, that girl's hot. I want to fuck her. Okay? Lizard. 100%. Well, here's where nice guys get fooled. They think that women are more evolved than they are. Women are lizard too. Okay? But women are award-winning actresses. Okay? Individually as well as in society. They'll deny it. No, we don't think like that. We don't do that, right? Now, I'll cut women some slack. Some women will admit that. But publicly, in society, women are not going to admit this so openly, right? But women, when you're frustrated, why do women go for the bad boys? Their sex brain is saying, he has the most power and he will provide the most excitement. Let's go. That's it. That's it. So stop being so mad. You are the one that didn't understand the game. You are the one that thought the game was more evolved when really it's primal. So we're bringing you back down here, brother. Come back down here where the game really is. It's primal. It's lizard on lizard. Okay? You're looking for the most physically attractive woman. The woman is looking for the most powerful and exciting man. That's it. Period. End of sentence. We're all good. So, to be the irresistible man, the magnetic man, the undeniable man, you want to operate out of primal sex fluence, where you walk into any room and communicate on this plane, because primal sex fluence is mainly communicated non-verbally. Remember the two planes? You're on this plane. This is the words plane. This is the rest, the body plane, where you're projecting out to women. I'm your source for maximum security and maximum excitement inside the bedroom and out. I'm your source for power. Okay, I'm the most powerful guy you're going to meet. I'm the most exciting guy you're going to meet, both outside the bedroom as well as inside the bedroom. Now, if you want me to audit your energy, go to calljad.com, schedule a free call with me, and through asking you some specific questions, as well as just reading your energy and the way you talk, I'll be able to tell where you fall on this sex fluence scale, and I'll give you some tips on how you can project more primal sex fluence out into the world, so women are like, stop seeing you as just a nice guy friend, and they're like, oh damn, that's a potential mate right there. Okay? Now, primal sex fluence is a huge framework that I teach in my coaching program. So it takes weeks Okay, so it's not that I'm holding things back on purpose in this video, but I just can't teach you the whole framework inside this video. But if you're interested, book a call. I'll help you out as much as I can. And just go to collegead.com and I'll share whatever I can and actually audit your energy, your communication, and help you out to become a better primal communicator, a better sub-communicator, and not so much of just nice guy, friend, invisible, regular guy. Okay, so if you're being ignored, it's because you're not being primal enough. Okay, it's all about primal sex fluence. Primal sex fluence. You need to have primal sexual influence over women, just like women have primal sexual influence over you now. And to remind you, how do women have primal sexual influence over me? They look hot. Done. I'm done, right? I could be in the middle of a conversation, totally involved with my friend that I haven't seen for 10 years, and then a drop-dead gorgeous girl walks by, and I'm just going to be like, whoa, right? Instantly, my brain is short-circuited. This is another thing I forgot to tell you about the lizard brain. The lizard brain overpowers the other brains. Okay, so I'm in the middle of a conversation, and even though I love my brother, and I haven't seen him for 10 years, and I'm so involved in the conversation, right? My lizard brain's like, ding, hot girl. Ding, ding, ding. Sex fluence, sex fluence, sex fluence, sex fluence. Oh, sorry, bro. What were you saying? Sorry, man. Holy shit. Did you see that girl? Okay? So, when you become a man who understands the primal sex fluence framework and knows how to use it and shows up and knows exactly how to communicate that power, sexuality. Okay, that's another way I describe it. You got to come in and communicate power, sexuality, on this plane, right? Then women's sex brains, women's lizard brains are short-circuited and like, oh shit, who's that guy? Right? And then when you come talk to her and you're communicating with words like, hey, what's up? How you doing? What's your name? And on this level, you're like, I'm a powerful motherfucker. I'm going to give you adventure and, inside and outside the bedroom. And you're talking to her just neutrally, she's going to be like, holy shit, who's this guy? Oh my God, I'm feeling a lot for this guy. I don't know why. I don't know what's happening. Her lizard brain is overriding her logic. And the message, remember, the message goes like this, not like this, right? Lizard to evolved brain, not evolved brain down to lizard. So I'm influencing her lizard brain, and her lizard brain is saying, hook up with this guy, hook up with this guy, safety, excitement, hook up with this guy, right? And I'm just talking about normal stuff with words, but my energy is closing the deal. So you can be that guy. You can have that impact. You can influence women's sex brains once you know how to do this and you focus on, okay, I'm going to communicate verbally and especially non-verbally with the 93% on this plane. I'm a powerful motherfucker and I'm the most exciting motherfucker. I'm going to give you the most excitement and romance outside the bedroom, and that's going to carry on inside the bedroom, baby. Let's go. Okay? And women they'll just run to you. So if this excites you and you want to learn more about this and you want me to give you some customized special tips on this, go to collegead.com, schedule a free 15 to 20 minute call, and I'll be happy to help you out more on this. As I said, I'm not holding this back as some kind of marketing technique. This takes 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 5 weeks inside my private program to fully get this whole primal sex fluence framework and everything you need to do. Okay, so obviously I don't have 5 weeks with you right now, but you need to what you need to awaken to today is, oh, I wasn't aware of what game I was playing, now I am. And oh, I wasn't aware of who I was playing it with, now I am, right? It's a primal game. You're playing with a primal creature. Who are you playing as? You're playing as the lizard, communicating to her lizard. Your lizard brain's communicating to her lizard brain. You suck. No offense, but it's just like all of us, we suck when we think that the game is my cerebral brain is communicating with her cerebral brain, and my cerebral brain is going to make her cerebral brain decide to mate with me. The cerebral brain doesn't decide to mate. The lizard decides to mate, and it lets the cerebral brain know, mate with this guy. So stop leaning so much on your intellect and start leaning more on your instinct, your primal level. This is a primal game. You need to operate through primal sexfluence, primal sexual influence. All right? Remember, Jad made that up. I'm proud of that term because it really encompasses and gives men's the game and really gives men kind of like an epiphany of like, oh, now I get why I was ignored. Oh, now I get why I talk to women and there's no impact or they don't want to follow up with me. I wasn't being primal. I wasn't communicating the things I needed to communicate. So go to calljad.com. I'm waiting for you. I'd be happy to talk to you. I'm your brother. I'm here. I got your back. I want you to attract and date your dream girl. You deserve it. You can do this. I don't care how much you failed in the past. I don't care what your obstacles are. I believe in you. If I could do it, if I could help dozens of men do it, you can do it too. Go to calljad.com, schedule a free 15-20 minute call. I will audit your game, point out the things you need to adjust in order for you to attract your next beautiful girlfriend. This has been the 4-day workshop. I would appreciate it if you refer my channel to your friends if you found this helpful. Drop me a comment. Let me know what you thought about the workshop, and I'll see you very soon in a call or on the next video. Thanks for watching. Peace.